Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone. We're going to go ahead and do our worksheet for today. So this is going to be the first worksheet I do with you guys. The way I would do these, I would prefer you guys to do them, is you attempt them before you see this video. And then after seeing this video, you go ahead and, fix any problems or just compare notes, see how we did. And at the end of this video, you are to submit a complete and either corrected or correct, depending on what order you did it, group worksheet. Okay, so let's get started. These are all going to be just different varieties. Let's start with the fact that I see x to the third, and I know that technically 3x squared is in here. So if I do u to be x to the third minus 3, so I can just make the whole thing a variable. I do derivative du is equal to 3x squared dx. So, oh, I forgot to read the prompt. Are the following integrals correct? If not, correct them. So we're going to see if this actually matches. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just note that 9 is 3 times 3. We're going to take one of the 3's, the x squared, and the dx. And then we're going to take this whole thing to be u. So we have 3 integral the square root of u du. And then you're going to go ahead and do that. So we have 3 parentheses 1 over 2, 1 over square root of u. Wait, oh, I did a derivative. That's my bad. I need to do the integral and with a power rule. Let's see. Here, I'm going to go ahead and just resume it this way. 3 u to the power of 3 over 2 over 3 over 2. Cancel out those 3. Oh, plus c. And then bring that 1/2. We have 2 u to 3 over 2 plus c. And then we plug in that u. X to 3 minus 3, and then 3 over 2 plus c. Right, that's correct. Let's move on. Here, again, we see that it does appear a little bit, but not in full. 5x4 minus 2 du is equal to 20x to the power of 3. We know that that's just 4 times 20. So we can technically take this whole thing to be u, and then just take the x3 and just the 20 in the dx, or dx, to be for integral symbol 1 over u to the power of 4 du. Go ahead and rewrite that to be 4. That's going to be u to the power of -3 over -3. Don't forget when you're doing this, you're doing the rule which states 1 over, let's say, x to the power of n dx. Um, okay, I did the step wrong where I showed you like this. I wanted to show you like this, because for any constant, you're just going to go ahead and do x to the negative n plus 1 over that negative n plus 1, because the rule is actually x to the n plus 1 over n plus 1. Oh, plus c. Plus c. So that's why it's technically a -4. -4 plus 1 is -3. From there, you could simplify a little bit to get -4 over 3. 1 over u to the power of 3 plus c, and then we plug in back u. 5x4 minus 2 to the power of 3 plus c. All right. I forgot one step of these is to check if these are correct. Okay. Well, this is definitely not correct. They seemed, let me just double check. For here, it's just this doesn't match, unfortunately. And over here, this also kind of, I see what the mistake could have been, where maybe they thought it was a 5 because 4 plus 1 is 5. Remember, in this context, it's negative. Right, let's keep it going. All right, for here, this one's a bit trickier because we see two mentions of e to the 5x. So technically its derivative does appear. If I do u, e 5x minus 3, its derivative, d, appears 5 e to the 5x. Rewriting that 20 as 4 times 5. So this whole bottom becomes a u, and then just that 5, e to the 5x, and the dx all become 4 integral 1 over u to the power of 3 du. Then from here, we can go ahead and do this rule basically. 4 times u to the power of negative 2 over negative 2. That simplifies, plus c, to a negative 2. And then this can be written as 1 over u squared plus c. Last step is to bring back the u to be e to the 5x minus 3 squared. All right, pretty straightforward here. And again, for all of these, if you want to double check if the answer's right, you simply just do the derivative and see if you get back that result. And this answer's right, this one was not, and this one was not. Okay. All right, let's move on to the last ones. Over here, so that derivative does appear, u x squared minus 1 du to x dx. The 2 doesn't appear. We can't take it out. We could, but it could just be easier if I do this, like what we've been doing in the lecture. We know that the bottom could just be u, and then this, we could just take the x and the dx. And we get 3 over 2, because the 1/2, integral 1 over u du. That's going to be ln of u plus c, and then we plug in back u. Ln of x squared minus 1 plus c. And this was almost right, but I think they forgot to the 1/2 when they did this problem. All right. And again, let's see, last one. Okay, this one, we need to do a little bit of separation. 1 over x times 1 over ln of x. Now, this one's a bit tricky because I see very similar patterns, but technically, the derivative of ln is 1 over x. So I should take u to be ln of x, and then du to be 1 over x dx. This solution will be pretty straightforward. It just looks ugly because it's a confusing prompt, but it's valid. We need to do the harder problems. 1 over u du, and then go ahead and do that to be ln of u plus c, and plug in back u. So we'll do ln of x. And that is the answer. Or not that is the answer, but that's correct, and that's our answer. Okay. All right. So from here, that's it. So let me know if you have any comments or concerns with the worksheet. This is our first worksheet video of the class. So these are how I expect them to go. They're not obviously going to be super duper long, but this just is a glorified like solutions video, basically. Right. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to start Unit 2 tomorrow, so make sure we have Unit 1 under our belts. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.